Hello and welcome to Never Seen It, a podcast where we watch movies we've never seen and talk about them. I'm one of your hosts, Betsy, and with me is my husband, Trent.
I'm also here.
You are also here. Today, we're going to watch another movie that, sadly, my dear husband has not seen, and that is Best Picture winner at the Academy Awards.
Yeah.
Released in 2009, it's The Hurt Locker.
The Hurt Locker.
Not just The Hurt Locker.
Oh.
Yeah. So, Trent, why exactly have you not watched The Hurt Locker?
Exactly. Oh,
I need it in specific terms.
Jeez. Oh, it was never on Netflix. I could never get it for... I don't know.
No real reason.
This was before I was, watching all of the... So Betsy and I have been together since 2011.
Yes, this
so
predates me.
This came out before we were dating. And if this was something that she was super into, we would have gone to it.
In my defense, I have been trying to get you to watch this since 2011.
We also didn't have it until now. So I know what it's about at the very least.
Okay, well, what do you know it's about?
Yeah, I really don't know why I never sought it out. I mean, yeah, it won for Best Picture, but I'm not super into war movies.
Okay, but
And
there's some you like.
There is some I like, yes, but I'm just going to confess and say I've never seen a lot of the big war movies that people...
Also me. I haven't either.
Yeah. So... I would say it's probably that.
You're not drawn to it.
In 2008, 2009, the Iraq War and the Afghanistan War was still very much raging, and not really a fan.
It was very fresh.
Because, us graduating in 2003,
yeah.
war was definitely on our minds.
Yes.
Because, hey, I am of the age where if it got bad, I could have been drafted.
Right.
I absolutely would have been drafted.
So, yes, this movie was very relevant at the time it came out.
And I think, I understand maybe why, before even seeing it, why it would have earned an Academy Award just because of the subject matter. You don't really see a lot of movies about war that come out while the war is still happening.
Though this war is something that has lasted a very, very long time, so several movies have since come out about it while it's happening.
Yeah, America's Longest War. Hey,
so
there's going to be some movies.
What is this movie about? What do you know?
It is about a team of bomb disposal people.
Okay.
In the armed services. I don't know what branch.
Okay.
It's Jeremy Renner.
Correct.
And Anthony Mackie are the two names that I know.
It's a Marvel party.
Right.
Pre-Marvel.
Yeah. And Catherine Bigelow directed it.
Yes.
Who, incidentally, won Best Director?
Yes.
Over her ex-husband.
Correct. So
who directed Avatar.
That was a big talking point at this particular Academy Awards.
I knew that story.
Yes, so this was the year they expanded the categories. So this was the year that had 10 nominees for Best Picture. They still only had 5 for director and everything else.
Yeah, you're allowed up to 10.
But this movie beat Avatar.
Yeah.
So that was the big talk. Is it going to be the James Cameron big movie that is at the time, the highest grossing movie of all time, which I believe if we talked about it, it has since reclaimed that throne. And he was up for Best Director against Catherine Bigelow and her movie, The Hurt Locker. And those are two very different movies.
Box office doesn't win awards, guys.
We started this podcast somewhere along the way with Avatar.
Yeah.
And now we're coming full circle back to this one. So do you know anybody else who's in this movie?
Not really.
I guarantee you know.
I'm sure.
At least, I could think of at least 2 more people that are in this that you will recognize, if not more than that.
Sure.
But okay, well, we're going to go see this movie. We're going to watch The Hurt Locker, and we will be right back. we're back. So that was The Hurt Locker.
Yeah.
Trent, how do you feel about this one?
So I was half expecting a piece of text on the screen to say inspired by a true story or based on a true story.
Nope.
No, this is just fiction.
It's inspired by people that really exist.
Of course.
But this is not a real human.
Okay.
But there are people who do this.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was fully expecting that to be based on something true, but no.
Nope.
Yeah. Huh. That was very interesting.
Yeah.
I like the story, the dynamics between, these guys who have been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, you've got one guy who is a bit of a hot shot. He's not crazy. He's just really, really good at his job.
He's hyper competent at this one thing.
But you've also, set up the movie where these two guys lost somebody.
Yeah.
And they are
very recently.
They are really intense about it. They are trying to protect each other.
They're super gun shy. And
yes.
You know what? That's their job.
Yeah.
He said it himself. There was a portion of the section where Jeremy Renner is still pretty new, and Anthony Mackie says, it's our job to protect you. We can't go out there. We don't have all the protective gear.
Yeah.
We're supposed to cover you while you're doing this very, very dangerous thing. Mm-hmm. Jeremy Renner doesn't give a shit about all that.
No. He's like, fuck the rules.
No. I'm going to go off. I'm going to do my thing. I'm very good at what I do. I'm not going to fail.
Yeah.
Period.
So it's a very different dynamic, especially when they're paired up.
Yeah.
Yeah. This movie is so tense.
It is.
I feel my whole body tensing up during the sequences when he is defusing bombs.
I didn't get that.
This time, not so much now that I've seen it a few times.
Yeah, you know what's going to happen.
But the first time I saw this, I was like, oh my God.
and I think I got that pretty early on where, so Guy Pearce shows up at the very beginning.
Yes.
I know something's going to happen to him because that's how you begin a movie like this.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need some establishment of the story.
Yeah. So I just know something's going to happen. I kind of expected them to be having the robot out more, but they established the fact that they have one.
Yes.
And at no time does he want to ever use it.
He's like, I don't need that.
No.
No, thank you.
I can look at it and see what's going on.
I'm a hands-on kind of guy.
I'm wearing the bomb suit.
Yeah.
And
which, as they establish in the beginning of the movie, does not exactly keep you from dying.
Well, it is more enforced in the front, which if you saw at the end when the bomb does go off, he turns around and lets it hit him from the front and not the back.
Because that's the way it's designed. If you're fiddling with something, you're looking at it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he's very, very smart about how he does this. They say he's disarmed, not just like found and blew up. Over 800 bombs.
Almost 900.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course it's the way it goes down. The actor that you recognized who plays George Washington in the HBO miniseries John Adams that we've read it many times.
Yes.
That's the thing I know you know him from, but he's in many
Among
many
other things, he's in The Green Mile.
But he goes up to him and he says, how many bombs have you... And he's like,
he's being modest.
Modest. Like,
Yeah.
He fucking knows the exact number. He said, I asked you a question, soldier.
Yeah.
And 873.
Yeah, you're a hot shot. I'm going to shake your hand.
He knows exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of guy. I think there's a lot of interesting character development in this, in what they just show and say. And it's little moments throughout the whole movie. Like, they show him, he takes his shirt off and he's got shrapnel scars all over his body. And he's very blasé about, I'm married, but I'm not, but I have a ring. I don't know how I feel about the whole thing.
Right.
It's just a lot of like backwoods kind of country hick. They call him kind of a hillbilly or something.
Sure.
Redneck. Yeah. He's an interesting character.
He's fallen in love with this job.
Yes.
That's the whole deal.
If this guy had not joined up the army, he would have been just some trailer trash.
He would have just been lost.
Yeah.
But he's found his calling. And we even get it at the end of the movie. We are suddenly back home with him and his quote-unquote family.
Yeah.
And he just comes out right out and says it. When you get older, you only maybe love a couple of things. I think I only love one thing.
Yeah, I'm supposed to love this, and I don't.
Yeah, I don't love my child. I don't love my woman. I don't love this family.
Or normal life.
Or what this life is, or what it should be. They depict him, outside cleaning gutters, which is one of the most...
In the rain.
Right, wet leaves.
Yeah, it's a
cleaning
mundane,
gutters.
disgusting activity.
Yeah, one of the most mundane things you could possibly do, and that's just not his life.
Oh, it's so high risk, I could fall off the ladder.
Yeah.
But they start the movie out with that quote on the screen, and they leave the last phrase on there a little longer. War is a drug.
Yeah.
So that's the whole establishing shot of the movie is, this is fucking addicting for some people. Mm-hmm. And he's one of those people. And there are people like this that exist where they just sign up for tour after tour after tour because regular life is not for them. This is what they were born for.
Right. And I was expecting like a in-depth case study on soldiering and what life is like there. You get you get a little bit of that with Anthony Mackie at the end saying, I'm done. I want to go have a son. I want to have that life.
This is awful.
I can't live out like this, But that's not what
Every
this movie
time
is
we
about.
go out, we might die.
Yeah. And he's like, I just don't think about it. Like,
Why am I like this?
He's got the confidence of somebody who's done something for 1,000 times and been successful every single time.
Yeah,
What
except
the
he's
hell?
not. He's not always successful. It's just that
Sure.
he lives.
Sure,
He
exactly.
lives to tell the tale.
That is success.
It's not always. It's just how you define it.
Right.
Like, he has a few places in this movie where he very easily goes in and disarms a bomb.
Yeah.
And he strolls away.
Sure.
And there are times where he is not so lucky. And there are people dying left and right around them.
Yeah.
There is a lot of tension. Like, the things that were reminding me about this time, this is soon after, as we touched on. This is in Iraq. So this is soon after 9/11. We're in Iraq. We're in Afghanistan at this point. Mm-hmm. And the little things I hadn't really thought about in a while. Like, the guy shows up with the deck of cards.
Yep.
And it was all the bad guys out in the Middle East they were supposed to be capturing.
Yeah.
I don't think about that anymore. But back in those days, we remember. They were all given a deck of cards so they know who they're looking for.
Yep.
Just the people in the country, like, they don't know who's a looky-loo and who's there to make trouble.
Who's plotting something.
And they are 100% paranoid the whole time.
As they should be. They're trained to be that way.
Yeah, there's a guy over there. Can you see him? I can't see him. I don't see him. Where is he? I don't see him.
Right.
He's right there.
I need to have everything in my purview 100% of the time. I need to know what is happening around me all 360 degrees. Mm-hmm. And he's just this blasé guy who is just going about his business. Yeah. And like when he gets to the car bomb, he's like, "Oh, if I'm gonna go meet Jesus today, I'm gonna be comfortable."
Yeah, this thing has enough explosives in it that it's gonna kill everybody. I might as well be comfortable if I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that kind of attitude that it's just absolutely stand out in the rest of the group.
Yeah.
And he did get nominated for this. Jeremy Renner was nominated for Academy Award for this, for Best Actor. Now, to go off topic a little bit, because I just want to talk about the movie abstractly and around the movie.
Okay.
So yeah, he got nominated for an Academy Award. Before this movie, I had not seen Jeremy Renner except in one thing.
I was going to ask you about this because this kind of blew up Jeremy Renner, no pun intended.
Yeah. Yeah, this movie, without this movie, Jeremy Renner isn't Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Like, this movie is, 3 years before he shows up in Thor.
Yeah.
So the timeline makes a lot of sense. I think Anthony Mackie certainly had more of a career.
Yeah.
But this movie is Jeremy Renner.
I had seen Anthony Mackie in at least a couple of things before this.
And you've got a couple other people who show up. Evangeline Lilly shows up.
Yeah.
This was in the middle of Lost.
Okay.
So she's barely in this, but this was a big deal for her because this was a major movie. She was an unknown. Anthony Mackie was pretty much unknown. Jeremy Renner was pretty much unknown. Ralph Fiennes and Guy Pearce show up. Those were the title names. Those two were the biggest stars in this movie.
Sure.
I don't think they got top billing.
Sure.
But if you're talking about the stars in this movie,
Yeah.
they had the most star power. Everyone else was unknown.
Right.
Which is really interesting now because 4 of those people were in the Marvel franchise.
And we just saw Ralph Fiennes.
And we just saw Ralph Fiennes and James Bond.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, he went on to be in the Harry Potter movies and
Of course.
everything.
Of course.
But yeah, the context of this movie, you have to remember that this is one of those before they were famous movies.
Right.
Because this is pre-Marvel.
And I don't really even remember like how big this movie was before it won the Oscar.
I literally did not know what this movie was
Yeah.
when it won. I hadn't
Yeah.
heard about it. I was not tapped in as much as I could have been at that point.
Yeah.
And I didn't know anything about it. And I saw it win. I was like, the fuck is this movie?
Oh, another war movie. What's up with
Genuinely, I didn't know what to expect. So I pretty much went into this movie blind. And it kind of, again, no pun intended, blew me away.
that? Okay.
I think this is a really solid, really interesting, and really well-paced, intense movie. This movie
I
is
agree
over
with
2
you.
hours.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It doesn't feel like it.
No, because it just kind of hops around between all of these different scenarios. This is how they approach it. This is how they handle it. But at the same time, you have this overhanging threat that the other guys are dealing with, and Jeremy Renner is just out there doing his thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Because they started, so he comes in when they have 38 days left on their tour,
Sure.
which isn't a tour a full year.
Yeah.
So he comes in at the tail end of this thing,
Yeah.
from God knows where, into the middle of a group that's been established for nearly a year.
And I assume he's just hopped around the country
Probably.
forever
Yeah.
since they started having problems with IEDs. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'm struggling to really wrap my head around the entire thing. It didn't blow me away.
Okay.
It wasn't like, oh my god, this is so great. Like, it was like, hey, this is a very interesting story. It's a different perspective that you don't normally see from war movies.
It's fascinating, is what it is.
It really is. That's why I think I didn't have the tenseness that you did. Like, I kind of figure, okay, everything's gonna kind of work out in the end, except for Guy Pearce.
Right. I just kept waiting for something bad to happen because it's like one of these times this bomb is going off. That's how these movies work. That is what this is. He can't be that lucky. It was just waiting for that for me.
The way they establish his character, I just didn't think that was going to happen. Even at the very end, where it's the suicide bomber, and Anthony Mackie is telling him, no, man, it's a suicide. Why do you think they call it a suicide bomb?
Yeah.
You know, I still didn't think it was going to happen. Because he's smart enough to know what's going to go on.
Right. He can protect himself.
Yeah.
It's the challenge of disarming the bomb that he loves.
And if he was going to die in the movie, the only way that would have happened is if they decided to just, there was a sniper somewhere.
Well,
like,
again,
a stupid way.
I don't know if I figured he was going to die. I just figured some point this isn't going to end well, whatever that means.
Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, they start the movie. I'm just going to take us back to the beginning because I don't know that we need to go through this entire thing beat for beat, but
No.
There's kind of some important things along the way. So like I said, at the beginning of the movie, they have the thing that says war is a drug, and then they establish there's this team. It's 3 guys,
Yep.
and Guy Pearce is the bomb tech.
He's the lead.
He's the lead. And they have just kind of problem after problem. They weren't even going to send him in. They were going to send the little robot with a little wagon.
Right.
But the wheel fell off the wagon. Like, literally, it's like the dumbest little thing.
Yeah.
And they're so just... It's the way all the soldiers talk in this movie. Like, this is just another day in the office.
Sure.
And he says, all right, we're going to put that thing over there, and it's going to go up. We're going to have a blast radius of this much. It's going to be a little beautiful mushroom cloud.
All very technical.
Yep. Beautiful mushroom cloud, and then we're going to
Rainbow.
go home.
Right.
And it's so just business as usual.
End of the job, end of the day. This is just how it happens.
And yeah, so these are guys who've worked together. They've done this a million times. They're going to get in, they're going to get out, and they're going to go home. And it doesn't happen that way. And there's a guy with a cell phone. And of course, if you, again, grew up at this era, you know that these bombs can be activated with phones.
It is the most common way of detonating something like that.
Yeah. So they see a guy with a phone, and there's Anthony Mackie's Sanborn, and then Eldridge is the other guy. And Eldridge basically doesn't take the shot.
Yeah, he sees him, he points him out, and they go over there saying, drop the phone, and he doesn't do it.
Yep.
And he dials the number and it
but he
blows
does
up.
Yeah, but he doesn't take the shot because he kind of freaks out. And he's probably never had to.
Yeah.
Because most of these guys, they fired their weapon in training, but shooting a human being is a whole different thing.
They're trained for bomb disposal.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, they're soldiers and they have the training, but they're not going out on missions and like clearing things.
No, most they do is
address
yell.
it. Yeah, they address it in other areas where, you know, these other guys, this other platoon over here, they're the ones that are going to go in and do all the business.
That's not our job.
Yeah, that's not our job. Let's let those guys take care of that. But no, they don't do that.
No.
So.
Yeah, and you can tell these three are definitely a team, just again because of how they're talking to each other.
Right.
Like the two are joking about, you know what this place needs?
Grass.
Grass.
We're going to open up a grass
We're going to open
business.
up that grass business. I'll grow the grass, you'll cut the grass. And it's just, again, shop talk. We're just sitting here. This is just another day.
Right.
But of course, when I think it's Thompson is the other guy's name, so Guy Pearce, he dies. And that fucks Eldridge up.
Yeah.
For the rest of the movie,
Right.
he's like got a doctor who keeps coming to check in on him. And he's like, how you doing? Not good. Let me tell you about how not good I am.
Right.
Like, I'm great. Except I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm really messed up.
Like, it is going through my head, and he's talking about it. He's not bottling it up.
No.
Like, he's saying, yeah, if I had taken that shot, he would still be alive. Period. And he is 100% blaming himself, and he's not dealing with it.
No.
Because you really can't. You have a job to do.
Yeah.
You cannot just go. And this is in Army terms. You can't just stop because you're a little fucked up. You have a job to do. You have to go and do this job.
Yep.
They're not going to just let you go because you got a little fucked up.
You have 38 more days.
Yeah.
Get through it somehow.
Right. Mm-hmm. And that sucks.
Yeah.
That totally sucks.
And then you bring in this guy.
Right.
Who on day one starts throwing smoke bombs, and he's not playing by the rule book that they know.
Yeah, he's not communicating. He's just this hotshot who just knows everything.
Yep.
He's going to go off and do his
What's
own
with the
thing.
smoke? What's with the smoke? What's going on? I can't see you. What's happening? What's going on?
Is there danger? What's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all go to 11 immediately. Like, that's like Anthony Mackie this entire movie is. He is panicking because he cannot see his guy. And that's his job. There's so much yelling. But it's just...
Right. And you know what? It's understandable that he is that gun shy about what's happening because, he just lost his leader.
And he does. This new bomb tech clearly does not care that he cares.
Right.
And that's a really frustrating feeling when you were just trying to protect somebody and they don't give a shit.
And he continues to not give a shit because he addresses it with him multiple times with his fist.
Yes. There's a lot of that happens.
Yeah. And, you know, I get it. That is imminently frustrating that your person that you are in charge of protecting doesn't care about protection.
Yeah. I don't need your help. I don't need your protection.
Yeah.
I got this. And his first mission is successful. He finds one bomb, and then I know you liked the shot. So he finds a wire, and he kind of tugs on this wire, and there's six more.
This cluster of bombs just
surrounding
him, and he doesn't panic. He
goes, oh!
He just gets down on his knees and starts pulling out pins and wires and whatnot, starts cutting everything up, and the movie does a really good job of like panning up to see other people in the background who's watching. Is that person who planted the bombs? Is that person? This guy's coming down the stairs very, very quickly.
Yeah, and like this guy literally drops the detonator. That guy was gonna set it off.
That guy was going to set it off. But so he had first taken out the remote detonator, I think,
Yeah.
from the first one, and that caused it to not be able to go off. So he had this other guy who was watching came down the stairs, and he was going to go and set it off with a battery, because that's all it was. Those wires on the wall. He just needed to put a 9.
That's what that was.
He just needed to put a 9-volt battery up to the wires, and they would have all gone off.
I was trying to figure out why they were showing the end of that wire.
Yep. And that's what he dropped on the stairs. Was it just a 9-volt battery?
He was making a decision, and he decided to walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, then there's like children playing in the alley.
Of course.
That just goes to show you what life was like in Iraq during this time. They're just living their lives. There's fucking soldiers and guns and screaming and bombs and smoke.
Yeah, explosions going off, which at the very end, the suicide bomb goes off, and there's a guy just flying a kite.
Yep.
Like it's any other day.
It's Thursday, flight day with my kite.
Yeah. How is life like that anywhere in the world?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But that just, again, establishing shot of how life was. And probably to a lot of
it very much still is.
Yeah, and then there's like a couple of scenes back at like the barracks, and there's like guys selling DVDs. There's like a kid selling rip-off DVDs.
Yeah.
And, you know, our hero James keeps like buying DVDs and playing soccer with him and just dorking around.
Yeah, and telling him, oh, this was out of focus. Because these are DVDs, these are bootleg DVDs that someone went into a theater with a camera and shot the screen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're hawking them to the soldiers, because what else have they got to do?
Because it's 2005 or whatever, and you can't there's no streaming, there's no big internet in Iraq for soldiers.
Internet in Iraq.
Well, like broadband internet. It's a lot better now, I'm sure, but you know, broadband internet with streaming, what's Netflix, you know? Yeah.
So yeah, there's kind of some interstitial scenes like that where he's just sort of being a normal dude and horsing around with the kids and making friends and stuff. But then like the very next day, there's a car bomb.
Next to the UN building.
Yeah, so there's a UN building. They have to evacuate. They know there's something fishy because the car's been illegally parked for days and the suspension is hanging low.
Yeah.
So something's going on with this car. And like you said, he figures out how much is in there, and he just like takes off all his equipment to get in there and fix it.
Well, and before that happens, he approaches it in the bomb suit, and I believe this anyway. The person who set it shot the car.
Yeah.
And it set the gas tank on fire.
Yeah, so they hit the tank.
I think they just missed the bombs. Because I think they were trying to shoot the bomb.
That would be my assumption. But yeah, the car bursts into flames. They've got a fire extinguisher with them.
Yeah.
So they put out the fire, and he's able to get to work. Again, just completely like, la, putting out this flaming car that is full of bombs.
Well, he didn't know it was full of bombs. It was probably full of bombs.
They suspected it was full of bombs.
Sure. So, you know, he does that, and he immediately starts going to work on this thing, and he can't figure it out. Can't figure it out. In
Where
this case,
where is the trigger?
In this case, he's very like me, and he's gonna poke at it and poke at it and poke at it until you figure it out.
Yeah,
it's like, this will not beat me.
Yeah, is it in the trunk? Is it in the back seat? Is it under the seat? Is it in the floor? Is it in the dash? Where is it? Like, to the point that he takes off his headphones because, of course, they're freaking out. We've been here a long time. Let the engineers take care of it. A lot of eyes on us. A lot of
people looking at us. There's somebody
a guy
with a camera.
There's people up in the tower. They're signaling to each other. We have been here too long. We've got to go.
Which, again, that's a lot of the paranoia just built into soldiering. Period.
Yeah.
And, you know, after a certain amount of time, that's going to get to you.
Yeah.
So, you know, Jeremy Renner's just in the car. He's not seeing any of this stuff.
No, he's doing his job.
He's doing his job, and, you know, he's very competent at it, but he gets frustrated with himself because he can't figure it out
Where
right
are these
away.
damn wires? They go nowhere. What is happening?
Yeah, he has to go all the way to the wiring harness underneath the dash to find out where the trigger is. And they touch on it later. He keeps a lot of the what he would call ingenious triggers.
Yeah.
and like wiring things.
Yeah, I
that-
liked this guy.
Yeah, it's like,
He did
hey,
good work.
Yeah, he's got like a weird respect and like admiration for their work.
It's like being a hobbyist who solves puzzles. Like, you've
Right.
designed a puzzle that I cannot
Yeah.
solve.
Right.
I respect you because
Right.
I'm really good at this.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, and they, of course, in this scene, they catch the guy who shot the car.
Yeah.
And this again is just life is as a soldier, life of the situation. They catch him, they shot him, and he's down on the ground, and there's a guy that says, "Oh, if we get him to the hospital in 15 minutes, he'll make it." And the guy says, "He's not gonna make it." "No, he can make it." "He's not gonna make it."
Yeah, choosing to let him die.
Then there's a gunshot, Trent.
2 gunshots.
Yeah, they literally are like, no, this is a bad man. We're choosing. Because who's going to know that?
Yeah.
Because soldiers, they protect
war.
each other.
It's
It's
war.
war. He's already shot once. What's the difference if he gets shot a couple more times? And it's just that kind of attitude of, he's not going to make
The
it.
blasé attitude about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've seen that guy play a soldier many times or a military guy many times, and he's very good at it.
Yeah.
Him and his
He's
little
good
mustache.
at barking orders. Yeah.
Yeah. But of course, he manages to find the trigger finally, and he says, "Okay, we're done.
He just
now we
strolls
can
away.
go."
Just strolls away. It's like,
And he gets punched in the face.
I accomplished my task, and let's go home. And yeah, that's where Anthony Mackie says, "Do not ever turn off your radio or take your cans off."
Yep.
So that I
You
can't
will never
communicate-
do that again.
So that I can't communicate with you and you can't communicate with me.
Yeah.
That is the most important thing.
Yeah. It's also terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what happened. What if he's dead?
Right.
He could have died.
Yeah. You know?
Happens literally every day.
Right.
And you need eyes and ears on everybody at all times.
Yeah, but of course, Eldridge in this case was right there behind the barrier.
Right.
He would have died as
Hollering
well. All
at
of them
him.
would have been dead if that thing went off.
Right.
And I don't think they really understood what he meant. It's like, oh God, there is like a dozen bombs in here.
Yeah.
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 Nothing, like that little barrier would not have helped.
And these
you,
are all-
you in the truck, that wouldn't have helped either.
And these are all just bombs somebody made.
Yeah.
These are all just homemade bombs. And some of them are very large and intense. And he's frankly impressed.
Right.
Yeah. And then there's another scene where this is another few weeks later. I think it was at 23 days left. They've got something down in a valley that they have to blow up.
Yeah.
And like he says, "Oh shoot, wait, I forgot my gloves."
Right. They make the first they set off the first blast.
Yep.
And I guess protocol is you have to do it twice just in case you missed anything.
Yep.
So they did it once, and then Jeremy Renner says, "Oh, no, wait! I left my gloves down there. Let me go and get my gloves."
Oh, shoot!
So he takes the truck all the way down there.
Yep, down to the valley, looking around on the ground for his gloves.
And here's where it starts to get a little dark.
Again, it's that
Because I didn't
there's
know.
a lot of these
I
conversations.
did not know this was. At the time, I didn't know if he was being serious
I also don't know.
or if he was fucking around, and I think that was intentional.
Yes.
Because he just straight up says, you would have to do the paperwork if
Anthony
there's
Mackie, yeah.
Anthony Mackie says you're gonna have to do the paperwork if this happens. But
These
if
things sometimes go off
sometimes-
accidentally.
yeah, right?
Accidents happen.
And something good might come out of it. They would improve these so that these accidents don't happen anymore.
Yeah, change the protocols. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking at him down in the valley and holding onto the trigger and just sort of thumbing it.
Right.
Yeah, thinking about, I could just make this guy not a problem anymore.
Which that's the thing. He's not a problem. He's annoying.
He's
annoying.
Right.
I get that. I have annoying people in my life too. I ain't gonna blow them up.
Thank you, Trent. But yeah, it's also that, again, that soldier mindset. You've been through some shit.
Yeah.
And it would just be easier if you just blew him up and moved on with your life so you didn't have one thing to worry about. The fact that his brain is like, this is a pure rational thought.
Right.
And you were like, is he kidding or not? He kind of wasn't, but he kind of was.
Yeah.
But was he?
And I don't think it was like, ha ha, kidding.
No.
It was a very morbid sense of humor.
I have a
But
very
you know what?
dark streak of thought right now.
But that's soldier talk.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
have it many times in this movie. They just say, we could just die, like,
Right.
now.
Yeah, go get the bullets off the dead guy.
Yeah.
That he doesn't have a name. They never learned his name for one thing. But yeah, no, he's just a dead guy in this little valley here.
Yeah.
As they're having something else going on. So yeah, go get the bullets off the dead guy. It's totally fucked up. And us being not from a military background, we can't understand that.
No.
We will never understand
Or like
that.
when they go to the car bombing, there's a guy who like called it in, and Jeremy Renner says, "Oh, why don't you just go poke your head in the window and just check it out?"
Yeah,
and
just
he's like,
go-
"You want me to do what now?" And he's
Yeah.
like, "I'm
No,
kidding.
I'm just kidding."
I'm kidding." But he's like panicking, like, "You
Yeah.
actually want me to go over there? I'm not going over there."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just being very flippant about really serious, messed up things because you have to be,
You have to.
or you will shut down.
Yeah.
You will snap. You will fall the fuck apart.
Which is why they let these guys, get drunk and beat the fuck out of each other
Yeah.
later on, just to let off some steam, because
Right.
they got so much of it.
Well, yeah, after they blow up the thing that was in the valley, they come across a bunch of British guys, and this is where Ray Fiennes shows up.
Right.
Basically, it's just, here's another group of guys who happen to be in Iraq.
Right.
They are also serving. Mm-hmm. They are on another team, but the same team.
Yeah, they're a bunch of Brits.
Yeah.
Who they have a couple of hostages who are two of the dudes from the deck of 52.
Yep, but they've got a flat tire.
Yeah.
And they just happen upon them, and they're changing the tire, and then a sniper starts taking them all out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
In the desert, in the afternoon. And so they're just like having a nice conversation about, oh yeah, look, I got these guys. They're worth 500,000 apiece.
Right.
And then people just start shooting, and they don't know what they're shooting at, and
Yeah.
they're like, what are we shooting? They're literally screaming at each other, what are we shooting
Yeah,
at?
they don't know where the shots are coming from because
Nope.
they're coming from so far away.
Nope, and like 3 of their guys get taken out basically immediately.
Right.
And then they finally figure out, okay, it's that abandoned building over there, and they have a big sniper rifle and start taking them out. But of course, Ray Fiennes gets it first.
Yeah.
And they're showing this. This is like way far away. Like they're looking through the scope, and it's blurry, and you can barely tell. And there's like a delay, like he shoots, and then there's a couple seconds, and then
Yep.
you see smoke
Yep.
from where it hits the building.
It's a long ways away.
It's a long way away. And this sequence, again, is really intense because it's just like Ray Fiennes gets it, and he's just dead immediately.
Yeah. And they're there all day.
Hours.
All day.
Hours. It's like middle of the day when they show up, and the sun is going down, and they are covered in dust because, of course, Anthony Mackie and Jeremy Renner take over. They're trying to take this guy out, but they have to make sure the situation is secure, so they have to wait. Is there any more of them? Are there any more people coming? Are there going to be any more shots? How long is this going to take? We don't know.
Yeah.
And they're
and
dusty and dry, and it's literally been hours.
And before all that, Ray Fiennes calls in for help.
yeah.
And they essentially say, we don't know when the next help is going to come.
Hang tight.
Yeah, hang tight. We don't know.
Yep. Yeah. And like they run out of bullets and they need more bullets, and like you said, the clip is jamming in the gun because it was on the dead guy and it's covered in blood.
Yeah. So they have to take out every single bullet from the clip, from the magazine, clean them,
Yep.
and load them into the gun manually.
Mind over matter.
Yeah.
Clean off the spit and rub.
Yeah.
Spit and rub one at a time. And he's coaching Eldridge through it. Eldridge is having like a panic attack. And
Yeah.
he's like, just do it, man. You're doing great. You're doing great. Talking you through it.
Yep.
And you
Get back,
pointing
to,
out.
get back to your job. Get back to your job.
Yep.
Go and scan the area.
Yep. And you even just pointed out those are massive bullets.
Oh, yeah.
They're like 6-inch bullets for this massive sniper rifle.
If that hits you, you are nothing.
No.
Yeah.
No, the speed and range with which that can hit, nobody's coming back from that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they managed to get out of this situation, but it's just sitting there waiting.
Right. And Eldridge, even after he pulls himself together, he finds, amongst a bunch of sheep, there's a dude hanging out there by a bridge.
Someone getting behind them.
Who was probably a part of that group, getting behind them, trying to sneak up on them and snipe them from the rear.
Yep.
And because he's got his wherewithal, he finds him and gets him.
Yeah, but
And
he-
Jeremy Renner just says, "Hey, good job."
Yeah, but he says, "What do I do? What do I do? Should I shoot? Should I fire?" And he says,
Your
"Up to
call.
you, buddy.
Your
Up
call."
to you." And he decides to do it, and he made the right call.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't even like holler at him. He just says to himself,
Yeah,
basically,
right.
"Good job, buddy.
Good job.
Good job."
Say, "Hey, we're just here. Your job back there is to protect us.
Mm-hmm.
If you think that you can get this guy, do it. If you don't, then we're all fucked."
Yeah. Yeah. And then, like you said, they go back to the barracks. They make it out. They're
Yeah.
okay. They
Yeah.
finally decide after hours of quiet, no action, they're safe. They can leave. And they all get drunk and start beating each other up,
Yeah.
listening to loud rock music.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to do something. And yeah, he's like got a box of his shit. Oh, look at this. He has personal effects.
Yeah.
He has stuff.
Well,
Let's
and
dig
he
through
doesn't
it.
seem to be the type to really share.
No.
You know?
No, they didn't know he was married. He just, who is this? Oh, it's my son.
Right.
There's a picture of his kid. He's literally never said anything about being a dad.
No.
Yeah.
He doesn't have anything else. It's just in his thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think your living quarters or living area, whatever you want to call it, it would be strewn about with your family and your personal effects.
It's all in a box under his bed.
His hurt locker.
Yeah. I know that phrase means something and I'm forgetting what it means at the moment. I think that's basically the radius. The blast radius is called the hurt locker.
I took that as meaning something else.
No, it's an actual military term.
Okay.
I'll have to look it up later.
I was
It
just
does mean
assuming
something.
I was assuming foot locker, as in that's the thing at the end of your bed. In this case, it was underneath his bed, and this is his box of hurt, which is to say a bunch of the blasting materials and trigger
You're
things.
very adept, and I like your analysis, but I believe it is an actual thing.
All right. Then.
But yeah, like he's got his wedding ring in there.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I didn't know you were married." Yeah, I am, but I'm
Kind of
not.
but she's really attached.
I thought we got divorced, but she still lives in my house.
Yeah, no, he said she's really loyal.
Yeah, she's loyal. Yeah, so clearly they have a
poor woman.
strange relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's stupid, and then he defends her. She's
Yeah.
not stupid.
Right.
She's not stupid.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah,
he
she's
definitely-
not stupid. I'm the one who is putting her
I
through
have
this.
problems.
Yeah.
And I know I have problems.
Yeah.
Oh, so there was one little moment that, again, I'm reading into it in retrospect. After they get drunk, he helps take Sanborn back to his bunk, and Sanborn's like laying on the bed, and he says, "Hey, you think I got what it takes to put on the suit?" Mm-hmm. Trent, what's his next role? What's Anthony Mackie gonna be doing in his next
God.
movie?
Oh God.
He's gonna be Captain America. It has nothing to do with it, but I couldn't help but laugh a little bit just because
right.
of the way he said it.
All right. All
Do
right.
you think I got what it takes to put on the suit?
Dozen years later.
It was just a funny moment for me.
All right, okay.
Has nothing to do with anything because they couldn't predict the future.
But I think that was a good human moment there.
yeah,
Because, he's drunk, he's vulnerable, and,
he's thinking his thoughts.
and Jeremy Renner is this guy who is this master at his craft.
Fearless.
Yeah. It's like, hey, I'm watching you do all this stuff. I'm interested in doing this eventually.
Yeah.
Do you think I have what it takes? And Jeremy Renner says, no, you don't.
Nope.
As simple as that.
I also do not have what it takes.
No,
I will not be joining any bomb units anytime soon.
not at all.
Or ever. It's
So-
not for me.
But yeah, that was a good moment, I think, between the two of them. And all three of them doing their stupid male bonding bullshit.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of testosterone flying about.
Yeah.
Like he crushes his larynx basically with his legs and then he pulls out a knife to get him off of him.
Right.
Because it goes too far.
It does,
Basically,
yeah.
they're so drunk that it goes too far.
Yeah.
And they start like basically threatening to kill each other. At which point the fighting stops.
Right.
With laughter. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking with you.
I'm just going to take you back to your barracks.
Yeah.
But yes, the next encounter is going to be at this building.
Yep.
So
It's like a factory, a bomb factory, basically.
Well, it turns out to be, yeah, it is a place where there is a whole bunch of just bomb-making materials, C4, and everything under the sun that they had just infiltrated before this.
Minutes
before, and everybody just fucked off.
Yeah, there's cigarettes still lit. There's stuff
Boiling
still
water.
in the water.
Yeah.
Yep. And there's a body bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a kid. And of
Yeah.
course, Jeremy Renner is convinced this is the kid from before who
Right.
was selling him DVDs.
Right.
So he gets real emotional. Like they are about to, he says, let's just blow it up. I can't do this. We got to blow this up.
Right.
But instead, he pulls himself together and decides he can't blow this kid up. He's a kid.
Right.
And he actually goes through the process of cutting the bomb out of this body,
Yeah.
which clearly he is struggling with.
You think?
Yeah.
Everybody would. That was... Oh, boy.
That's a messed up thing. War is messed up. This is one of the most fucked up things somebody came up with.
Yeah.
Hey, what if we put a
But
bomb
you know
inside
what?
a body?
But you know what? It's totally plausible, and they wouldn't have put it in the movie unless it was a real thing,
Oh, yeah.
you know? And yeah, it's just fucked.
It's
you know?
fucked up. And yeah, he basically carries this kid's body out.
Yeah,
And then when he gets back to the barracks, the guy selling the DVDs is there.
right. But
and
the
he's-
kid's not there.
The
Of course,
kid's
'cause
not
he thinks
there.
he's dead.
And he starts screaming at him like, you know, you're a security threat, and I don't think this guy
Trying
should
to get
be
him,
here.
trying to get him kicked out.
What if he's selling our secrets
Sure.
to the bad guys?
Right. Which I understand. I mean, you're going to bring in some merchants in there to help out because you can't have everything.
Yeah.
So let them hawk their wares.
Yeah.
And
it's
they're-
like 6 guys.
check them out, of course. Check them out beforehand. Make sure that they are on the up and up. But yeah, he basically hijacks his truck at the end of the day.
Gets in the truck with
Gets
him,
in the
points a
truck.
gun at him.
Yeah, take me to where this kid lives. Mm-hmm. And he's okay. So I've had some thoughts about this. So he gets to the house. He jumps the fence, goes inside, and here we find this professor who speaks English. He speaks French.
Yeah.
He speaks Arabic.
Yep.
And
But this doesn't seem to be
this
the
doesn't
house where this
seem
kid lives.
right. Yeah, he says the name of the kid. Dude doesn't know anything about it. And I'll say this: this part of the world, this culture, is hospitable to a fault. Mm-hmm. He's telling this man, pointing a gun at him, to say
He broke into
"Sit
his
down.
house."
Broke into his house. Sit down. You're a guest. Please.
I'm so pleased that you're in my home.
Exactly.
Sit down at my table.
Right. Again, hospitable to a fault.
Right. I don't exactly understand this scene.
Is it okay? This was my thought. Did this guy bring him there so that he would kill this professor?
I don't think so. I think he just took him to the one friendly guy he could think of who wouldn't shoot him on sight.
I don't know.
I don't honestly know. He took him to a house to get away from him.
Sure.
He was like,
Or was it just a random house? He says, go
maybe,
there.
maybe he might have just stopped the truck and said, go there. And he just
Right.
happened upon a guy who wasn't going to shoot him in his house.
Maybe.
Because he is now in Baghdad alone in the middle of the night.
He's in a city. We don't know where.
Well, they said it was Baghdad
Was it
at the
Baghdad?
beginning of the movie, so
Okay,
my
fine.
assumption is the rest of the movie is Baghdad. Okay. But yeah, he's armed, but he is alone, and being armed isn't enough in this city at this time when you're an American soldier.
With a hoodie.
And there's any number of bad things that could have happened to this man in this situation. And the fact that he dropped him off at a house for somebody who's like, please, are you CIA?
Right.
Welcome to my home.
I'm so happy to have
I'm
CIA
so happy
in
you're
my
here.
house.
And then he runs through the city back to the barracks and he makes it.
Yeah.
Like, he might not have made it.
Uh-huh.
Like, he has no protection
Any
in this
number of
situation.
things could have happened to him on the way back, and he could have gotten shot by his own men coming
Right.
in.
He almost did, because again, when he's trying to enter the camp, they're all screaming, get down, get down.
Right.
He's like, I have a gun. He's got a gun. I literally just
said that.
Where
and
have you
about
been?
the only moment of levity in the entire movie happens right here.
Right.
Where he's on the ground asking, where the hell were you?
What the hell are you doing,
What the
man?
hell? I came from a whorehouse.
All right, if I let you in, will you tell me exactly where it is?
No?
Exactly where it is.
I'd say, okay, fine.
Yeah, these guys gotta blow off steam no matter whatever way they can.
Right. So he's a little fucked up. You know, he's feeling guilty. He thinks that it's still the kid who died.
Oh, and we totally even skipped the doctor blowing up.
Right.
Yeah, so they went on another mission, and the doctor decided to come along to try to help his patient.
Which, hey, again, storytelling 101, you're gonna...
You bring introducing a new character is dangerous.
No. This guy even said to Eldridge, say, hey, I can't stay behind my desk all the time. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
I'm going to come out with you sometime. And he said, oh, that would be great. That would be swell.
Well, it's to understand his patients.
Yes.
I'm sure they do this.
And I totally get that. But from that point on, I know this man is going to die.
Right.
If he goes out to one, he is going to die.
Yep.
Yeah, he dies like
IED.
real bad. Real bad.
He trips something, and he's right on top of it.
Yeah.
And that's the end of him. And this is just sort of the week they're having. So there's a kid that's also a bomb, and this doctor dies, and Eldridge is all fucked up, and he's all fucked up.
Yeah.
And then there's a big bomb that goes off in a tanker, and so they decide to just go out into the darkness by themselves and find the bad guys.
Yeah, Jeremy Renner says, you know what? I'm sick of just being the cleanup crew.
Yeah.
That just goes off.
I'm just here to investigate.
Yeah, I'm sick of doing this. Let's go after these motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
And they rightly say to him, no, that's not what we're here to do.
There's other people to do that. It's not our job.
That's their job, not ours.
Yeah.
And they subsequently get Eldridge shot.
Yeah. No. He shoots him. Jeremy Renner shot him. Literally.
Oh.
So Eldridge basically, they separate, the three of them separate. Eldridge is the first to encounter some bad guys, and they hear gunfire.
Right.
And they take him, so the other two guys meet up, and they can see Eldridge being dragged down an alley by two dudes. They catch up to them and start opening fire. They get the guys, but they also get Eldridge.
Okay.
So... yeah, James shot him in the leg.
No, I didn't get that part. Did they actually say it?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't get that part.
He was fine. He was kind of knocked out, being dragged around.
Okay, no, what I thought happened was that somebody in that alley shot him, and then he was being dragged away.
No.
And being shot, you're gonna let that happen more than you would otherwise.
I think they clocked him, and that's why he's kind of limp. And he's being dragged.
Right.
But no, they very clearly say he got shot when they showed up.
Okay.
And he was the one who opened fire.
Yeah.
So when he's flown away in the helicopter, he's screaming at him, you motherfucker, you fucker, you ass. You had to go out there. You had to get your thrills and take us out into the darkness and mess around.
Right.
And now my femur is fractured in 9 places, and I'm going to be lucky if I walk in 6 months.
Right.
And then, of course, he completely changes tone. He's like, hey, man, I'll see you later. Like, to Anthony Mackie, he's like, hey, buddy, I'll miss you.
Right.
Like, very different reactions. And that's because he was shot in the leg by this man.
Okay. I did not get that part.
Yeah. So that's the kind of dude we're dealing with. Just does whatever he wants, whenever he wants. And yeah, like, after that, he just like, goes into the... Jeremy Renner just goes into the shower and starts showering with his clothes on. Like, he's got his whole uniform and his gear, and he's covered in blood, and he just starts taking a shower.
Well, I mean, that's more of his... He doesn't know how to show emotion.
No!
This is his only way.
He clearly needs to get some stuff out.
He does. And I think that was the struggle that he was going through. Like, he was trying to let it out. He was trying.
Yeah.
But it wasn't coming.
Nope.
And I think that's what just makes this movie so different than what I was expecting.
Because I've seen a release.
I've seen movies like this before. You and I have seen Jarhead.
Yep.
Jarhead's pretty good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a different kind of group. It's a bunch of snipers.
Yeah.
Who basically are, all they're doing is just itching and itching and itching
They're waiting
for some action. Like, because all they do is train. They go out into the desert, dig holes, they train.
And nothing ever happens.
Nothing ever happens. They want some action.
Hundreds of days go by.
Right.
No, this one, he's there 38 days, and it's bomb
every day.
Sniper, bomb, sniper.
And it's just like any other day.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we find out, the kid is still alive.
Right.
So he was having, the most emotional reaction he was having is when he thought this kid was dead.
Right.
And when he finds out the kid's alive, he basically shuts
him out. He shuts him out.
Yeah. He's like, what? I reacted to you being dead and now you're alive, so fuck you.
Right.
Like, he's weird. This dude has some problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we touched on it before, but with 2 days left, they come across a guy in a vest.
Yes.
In a suicide vest.
So he clearly was put in
Strapped
this suicide vest that is full of explosives, like a whole lot.
Yeah.
And it's this like big apparatus that has
it's a cage.
Yeah, it's a cage, exactly. It's padlocked, and you cannot get out of this without a lot of effort and a lot of time.
No, he's got the bolt cutters, but there's 2 minutes left on the timer.
Yeah.
By the time they figure out what they're dealing with, it's too late.
So I literally cannot do this anymore. I'm sorry.
Yep. I can't help you. I'm sorry. And this guy doesn't speak English. He's just emoting with his face. I'm sorry, and runs away.
Right.
So, yeah, that, like you said, then he goes off and there's a dude flying a kite. It's just another day in Baghdad.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can see why this movie got a lot of praise for what it was. I would like to maybe read some other people's opinions about it. Because I don't get the wow factor that a lot of other people might have.
I think some of that also might be context because you're watching it 13 years after the fact.
Okay.
We're more removed from these events
You're not wrong.
than we were in 2009.
You're not wrong.
So I think if you had watched this, I watched this pretty much immediately after it won Best Picture, so 2010, early 2010 after the Academy Awards.
Yeah.
And it had a lot of impact with me. And I think it's because, contextually, I was still living that every day.
Sure.
You turn on the news, this is what was on TV.
Right.
You read the paper, this was what was in the paper.
Yeah.
Every day, a news story about bombs, IEDs, this happening, that happening.
It was very much the IED stuff, and I remember it was a lot. I don't know what year this was taking place, so to
2004.
2004. So that was
this
when...
This is early days.
This is when the IEDs really, really started to become a problem, and there were a lot of complaints about, the soldiers don't have proper body armor, the Humvees are not properly outfitted with armor, and all of this other shit.
And they say it in when he's home, they don't have enough techs.
Yeah. So I got to go back.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't even say it. He's just like, they don't have enough techs.
Yeah. Well,
just saying.
Bomb techs.
Yeah.
Him.
Yes.
Him. Exactly.
They need me. They need me. I need to be there.
Right. And a lot of these guys, whether they want to or not, it's not necessarily the job, which Jeremy Renner is very much into. His job.
Yes.
I don't really have any details about this, but I would say that the majority of the people who go back, they go back for their units. They go back for their buds, for the people.
Yeah.
They hate that this thing is happening, but damn it, if they're over there, I can't be at home.
We got to protect each other.
We have to protect each other. So I'm going to keep going back for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tours of duty.
Yeah.
Just to protect my buds. And it's really sad. It's unfortunate. And, not to say any more about the overall war, but it fucking sucks that we went over there the way we did at all.
Correct.
So this is not a controversial opinion. I think Betsy and I are very much in agreement.
This is a widely held belief that maybe we should not have gone over there.
Yes. So, that all being said, I appreciate the fact that they approach this in a unique way. I did not see anything in this movie that I've seen in any other movie about this conflict.
Right.
Whatsoever.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that more than anything else.
Well, and like I told you before, these are like unknowns. So the story gets to stand on its own. It's a little different watching it now because these people have gone on to have big careers in major movies.
Sure.
But at the time, this was a little movie with little actors and a little budget.
Which I'll say this. I never saw this movie until now.
Hence us watching it.
And Jeremy Renner was a complete unknown to me until we got to the Avengers.
Yeah.
I didn't know who the hell Jeremy Renner was, but I knew he was famous from this movie. I never saw him in anything.
I had seen Jeremy Renner in exactly one movie before this, and it was in the 90s, National Lampoon's Senior Trip.
What?
I don't know why I've seen this movie. I don't know when it came to pass that I watched it, but he had long blonde hair and I remembered his face. And when this movie came out, I said, that's the guy from that movie.
Wow.
Little deep dive for you. That came out in 1996.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's been in the business a long time.
Jeremy Renner is older than what you think he is.
He's 73 years old.
Exactly.
He looks damn good for his age. And he's got a new TV show coming out soon, which we'll probably watch eventually.
Yeah, that'll probably be
6 or 7 months.
That'll probably be. Oh wait, no, that'll be December, right? That comes out in December.
I think so.
Yeah.
So we'll watch it in 6 or 7 months.
We still gotta watch Loki. Yeah. But that's all I got, Betsy.
Yeah. I like this one. I don't think it's one you're going to put on all the time.
No.
But I think it's definitely worth people's time to see.
It's an important movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if you're working your way through Best Pictures or Best Picture nominees, it's going to be on your list. Save yourself some time. Put it up closer to the top because you know what? We've watched a lot of movies from the last decade that were up for Best Picture.
Yep.
And there are some that are not really worth your time. They're fine, but I have no interest in watching them again.
A lot of those around the same time
Yeah.
that they expanded it to 10.
Yeah.
10 max.
Yeah, those are the bottom tier. This is top tier.
What you would probably say, what is it? The Life of Pi and what else from that era was bad? Didn't like.
It was not that I didn't like it. I just would have put them closer to the bottom of the tier.
Sure.
Yeah. I need to watch Life of Pi again. I think honestly, I'd like to watch it on this TV in 4K because the whole point of that movie is it's a fucking visual spectacle.
Sure, okay.
Yeah. The movie itself, I was like, what's the point of this movie? But it was
There's
quite
a
a few
tiger,
years ago.
Betsy.
Yeah, I would sometime like to do a segment on this podcast where we do Change My Mind. And I want to watch a movie that I have seen before that I didn't really get or I didn't really like.
Give it another shot.
I want somebody to deeply defend what I'm missing. Because sometimes I will admit I'm wrong. I didn't like The Departed the first time I saw it. I can't explain why.
Heresy.
I wasn't into it. I watched it again and again and again, and I liked it more. Same thing with Children of Men.
I was just going to say Children of Men.
It's not that I didn't like it. I just didn't get it.
Yeah.
I think that's more the problem. I didn't get it, but I thought about it for weeks afterwards.
Yeah.
And then the next time I watched that movie, I was like, fuck, this movie's amazing.
The first time I watched Children of Men, I was, let's just say, visiting a lady who was not my wife. This is well before Metzi and I met. I was over at some chick's apartment, and we wanted to watch a movie, so we went and rented Children of Men.
The sexiest romantic movie to
Sure.
watch on a date.
Sure. And it was on her little like 20-inch TV or whatever the hell it was.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, and this is before everybody had HD sets, Betsy. You would know.
You did this movie a great disservice.
Yeah, and like she was like talking during it. It's like, no, I want to watch this fucking movie. Shut
If
up.
you want to talk during a movie, rent some stupid garbage
Rent
like
a comedy.
win a date with Tad Hamilton.
I don't know where the hell you pulled that from, but okay.
I rented this movie when I was in college, and I watched it with two of my college friends, and it is one of the worst things I've ever watched in my life. It's bad. It's trying to be a cutesy romantic comedy, and it's just awful.
Okay.
It's called Win a Date with Tad Hamilton. I mean, what do you expect?
Anyway. I watched the movie. I don't think we actually finished it because I think she just wasn't into it. I was, though.
Yeah.
But we decided, you know what, we're not going to finish watching this movie. I left.
Good.
Yeah.
She didn't deserve you.
Yeah, I left, and then I didn't come across the movie again until years later because I was intrigued by it. Mm-hmm. And I ended up watching it, and I love it. I just fucking love that movie. The way it's shot, I love a dystopian future.
Yes.
Quote unquote from Trent. But I love that setting in almost anything that I watch. If it has that dystopian setting and it's stuff that I recognize. Like something like
modern dystopia.
Right. Something like Mad Max Fury Road is a fantastic action movie, but it's not what I'm looking for when it comes to that kind of genre.
It's the far-flung future where you're kind of making everything up because it's like,
Right.
I am world building here, guys.
Right. In Children of Men, it's like 2025, 2030-ish.
Yeah.
Not very long.
People going to work, drinking their coffee, being
Right.
generally miserable about
Right.
things.
Because it is a very miserable world.
But also there's bombs going off and no one can have babies. You know, it's just like a normal Tuesday.
So, that all being said, you should go and watch Children of Men.
Yes. Do that too.
I cannot recommend that movie enough.
Fact.
So, but yes, Betsy, that's all I've got to say about this one.
I think so. So yeah, that's The Hurt Locker. I finally got you to watch it. Hooray.
Right.
There's gonna be so many more movies to come, though.
Oh, yes.
But we want to hear what you think. Do you like The Hurt Locker? Do you like Children of Men?
Do you like
Do you like Win a Date with Tad Hamilton? the trifecta of tremendous Oscar-worthy films. Tell us your thoughts.
Oh, Betsy, where should they send those thoughts?
There's carrier pigeons.
But they don't know where we live. They're not going to know where we live.
I could get some pigeons and train them.
And just...
I'll figure this out. I'll work on it. How about telegraph?
No.
Message in a bottle?
We're landlocked.
Okay. Well, I don't know
Morse code is out.
I don't know if you want to do Facebook. That seems to crash and burn once in a while.
Find us on MySpace.
MySpace. How about Twitter? Find us on Twitter.
What's the Twitter address, Betsy?
The Twitter address that we have.
Twitter.com/
Never seen it. Pod.
Oh, no.
_pod.
Yay! She did it, everybody. Never seen it _pod on the Twitter. What about electronic mail?
That one is another pod email. Never seen it pod at Gmail.
Wow! She did it, everybody. She did it.
Shut up. Say it again properly.
Never seen it pod at gmail.com. And never seen it _pod on the Twitter. And if you want to help support us, let's get Betsy some internet lessons.
Elocution lessons.
We're not going to electrocute you, Betsy. No. Click the link in the podcast description if you wish to support us. We would appreciate it very much.
And that's it. That's this episode. So we're going to go away now, and then we'll be back in a few days with something new. We don't know. We'll figure it out in between.
Yep.
So I'm Betsy.
I'm Trent.
And we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.